2006 Hyundai Tiburon has the infamous Lash adjusters ticking noise. We're going to start removing the valve covers, the intake, throttle body, and try to repair these Lash adjusters. They have a problem of getting clogged up and not getting oiled correctly, making a loud ticking noise. While we're at it, we're gonna replace the timing belt water pump. Might as well do that while we have everything off. It'll start by removing all the bolts around the valve covers, spark plugs. There's about 9 bolts that hold that on. And we got to take off the intake, throttle body, to be able to get to the other valve cover. We'll take off the serpentine belt, be able to get to the timing cover, water pump and all. We'll edit this video together and try to show you some step-by-step procedures and how we're going to get this done. I wanted to let you hear what the ticking sounded like. Tuburon 2.7. Okay, so we're a little ways into it now. Jacked up the vehicle. Took the front tire off, the passenger side. Removed the cover plate that blocks your crankshaft. Usually there is a hole right there to allow you access to it, but it's just not enough room. So remove that. Have removed the top pulley for your power steering pump right here. If you remove the pulley, it'll give you access to get your timing belt cover off. A lot of the forums and all say you have to remove the power steering pump itself, which you actually do not. If you take the pulley off, you're able to maneuver the timing belt cover off to get access to it. In the process now of taking the motor mount off, I do have a jack under the car, and it's put a board on it, and I'm going to raise it up and just put a little bit of pressure on the oil pan. Make sure you have the piece of block of wood on there to soften the blow to the oil pan a little bit. Have taken the serpentine belt off, the tensioner pulley for the serpentine belt, took that off, and once the motor mount is off, I will pull the crankcase pulley and then the idler pulley off, and that will allow access to the bottom cover to the timing belt. Once that's done, then we'll be ready to remove the timing belt. I'm also going to pull the valve cover off and remove the camshafts to gain access to the lash adjusters. I'll be back. Okay, so once again I'm back. I'm under the 2006 Tuburon. Just replaced the water pump. It's that little doohickey right there. The roller on it. Your water pump blade is actually on the other side of that. Several things I had to remove to get to it. Of course, I'm replacing the timing belt at the same time, so several things I would have taken off anyways. But one thing a lot of the forums don't mention is this little shield that runs along the back side of your power steering pump, your valves, your crankcase pulleys up there. It kind of hinders you trying to get your water pump in, so you do have to take the 3 bolts loose. One's right behind this. I also removed this tension pulley for your timing belt. I took that out, got that out of the way before I just reinstalled it. But and then you kind of got to pry that little plate back a little bit, so it makes you a little bit easier, because the top of your water pump here housing almost has to slide in under it a little bit. So just keep that in mind when you're getting ready to put it back in. Not so much taking it out, but it's a little bit of a bear. But anyways, once again, removed crankshaft pulley. Motor mount is hanging down. The motor mount that actually connects to the engine block, and then there's another part that connects to the frame of the car up there, but you actually have to take that loose to be able to get the timing belt off. So there's 4 bolts in that. There's one hidden right in the top underneath of the camshaft sprocket. It's kind of hard to find at first, but just keep that in mind. You do just got to pull it back. It's connected to your dipstick, so you can't actually pull it completely out unless you remove your dipstick out of your crankcase there. But it just kind of twists. It'll pull back enough to where you can get plenty of access to everything. All right, well, I'm gonna finish installing all the other pulleys, and I will edit it and add to this video later. Just a follow-up video. There is still a slight ticking in the engine. Some of that is actually a throwout bearing. But as you can tell, it sounds a lot better than it did. I ended up replacing the front valve lash adjusters, and the rear ones, all 24, have been replaced. Actually, that little bit of noise that you mostly hear is either the cold air intake or the throwout bearing. The throwout bearing has a rattle to it. It sounds almost worse than the ticking did. But it really wasn't that hard of a job. It just took a lot of time. It took about a day and a half, probably maybe 12 hours of work. And that's just because I don't have a garage to do the work in. It wouldn't have been so bad if I was on a lift. Anyways, hope the video helped you a little bit. I didn't go through all the step-by-step processes, but I listed a couple of the main things that would make it a little bit easier, like taking the serpentine belt pulley right there off instead of removing the whole power steering pump, and also prying the plate back to get your water pump in much easier. Other than that, it wasn't too bad. You can hear the throwout bearing. If I push the clutch in, that goes away completely. Alright, have a good one.